Poland's new pro-European Union government has begun wresting control of the country's state media and some other state institutions from the Conservative Party, which has consolidated its grip on them during 8 years in power. Prime Minister Donald Tusk's cabinet, which took office last week, said Wednesday it had dismissed replaced executives of state television and radio companies, the government-run news agency. It aims to re-establish independent media in Poland in a legally binding and permanent way. The Tusk government has made it a priority to restore impartiality, freedom of expression in state media, which previous government under the Law Justice Party used as aggressive propaganda tools to attack Tusk opposition spread Eurosceptic views. During his administration, Law Justice ignored some procedures and disregarded others to gain control of media oversight bodies' key appointments while tightening control. The new government's first steps towards a return to media freedom were met with protests by Law and Justice Party leader Jarosław Kaczynski. Party's senior figures and most of its MPs occupied buildings housing offices and studios of state television TVP, in hope that their supporters would come out to demonstrate in large numbers. A rally was called for later on Wednesday and several hundred people gathered waving Poland's national white flags, but later dispersed. We must show with our presence that we are deeply against these unlawful and brutal actions. Law and Justice issued a statement saying that the new government's actions were illegal and that the leadership changes of media organizations were made unlawfully. The statement quoted Kaczynski, Poland's most powerful politician until recently, as insisting that the protest was a defense of democracy, because there is no democracy without media pluralism or a strong anti-government media. Every democracy must have strong anti-government media. The irony is that for years the Law and Justice government had been actively trying to discredit and drive out of the market TVN station, which was highly critical of administration. It is owned by Discovery Inc. There were no atrocities on Wednesday, and change of administration was made in accordance with the law, as new government exercised 100 property rights. According to Warsaw Police spokesman Sylwester Marczak, some police were stationed in front of the building, but their aim was to maintain calm. On Tuesday, Polish lawmakers adopted a resolution submitted by Tusk government calling for the restoration of legal order, objectivity and justice of TVP, Polish radio and PAP news agency. Following decision, Poland's new culture minister, Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz, replaced the heads and supervisory boards of state media that elected new administration. The new chairman of TVP's supervisory board, lawyer Piotr Zemła, arrived at the broadcaster's headquarters on Wednesday, together with the new management and journalists.